Mike Florio from NBC Sports Pro Football Talk. Take a listen to his interpretation of the timing of Odell Beckham Jr. and this whole Odell controversy with Baker.
If he clears waivers, he goes wherever he wants.
Right.
And that's why I thought it was genius for him to do what he did when he did it, because maybe he is setting this up to be a free agent for the first time in his career.
Maybe he is. You're right. I mean, listen, yesterday I was going, why didn't he do this a week earlier and try to create the get the trade market going? Just let it be known I don't want to be here to do that. But, you sent a text yesterday, oh, maybe this was the right way to play it. And the more you sit here and think about it, yeah, it does seem the right way.
Let's welcome in the D-Man, Dennis Manoloff from WTAM 1100 News Radio 109.6 FM. Never thought of it in those terms, D-Man, but Mike Florio makes a pretty valid point.
Listen, I don't put anything past Odell Beckham Jr. I don't put anything past his father. I don't put anything past his reps, his marketing. I mean, all conspiracy theories are on the table and should be deemed, potentially legitimate until otherwise proven not so. I mean, listen, there's a reason why OBJ has often been called OMJ, all right? And that's what I believed pretty much from the moment he arrived. I mean, I was excited to get the talent into Cleveland 3 years ago. But with Beckham, there was always going to be the me, the I, the me, the I. It's always going to be about him ultimately. And even though his teammates were saying the right thing and, oh, he's a great teammate and we love him and he's not causing any issues, at the end of the day, it comes down to what is best for Odell Beckham Jr., period. And unfortunately for the Browns, it's taken root in year 3. I know he hasn't been released yet, but I would be stunned if he played another down for the Cleveland Browns for the remainder of his career.
Yeah, I would be surprised as well, and I will admit, I didn't think he was going to be a distraction. I kind of bought into what he was selling, and at this point, shame on me. Looks like I was not correct by that. In that belief at all. I tend to agree with you. I don't think there is much of a chance that he comes back, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think the Browns could have traded him, D-Man. I don't think he would have passed a physical. There is that you have to pass physical when you are traded, and I think his shoulder is enough of a concern. I don't think he would have passed a physical.
That's entirely true. Nobody other than Beckham, even his dad, doesn't know how much he's hurt, how much his son is hurt. So we don't know how much of an injury situation that Odell Beckham Jr. has at this point. But I would say this, Dave. First of all, if I'm the Browns, I don't want him back. I know they're saying, oh, we would take him back because they're just trying to be nice people. But if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I've washed my hands of Odell Beckham Jr. And quite honestly, I'm surprised that the Jimmy Haslam hasn't scratched a check to Beckham and said, here, get out of here. I'm done with you. Take the money we owe you and beat it. But to me, any chance that Beckham was going to come back ended on the second being excused from practice. It's one thing if you're excused one day and there's a mea culpa that night and Beckham says, you know what, I really kind of acted out of frustration. I apologize. Let me back in. The fact that nothing happened today other than he's gone again from practice, that leads me to believe that this train is so far off the tracks it'll never be back on it.